Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're listening to News and Trends with Dave and Lynn. I am one of your hosts, Leonard Young, CEO of National Black Guide, DelawareBlack.com, Black media specialist and all around good guy. I'm here with my partner, Mr. David P. Coker. How you doing, sir?
Hey, sir. I'm good. This is David Coker. With Dave Mark Inc., proprietor of Dave Mark Inc., and marketing specialist and promoter, all around good guy as well. I am good, man. It's heading into the weekend. Well, it's
Thank you,
basically
Jesus.
the weekend. Let's get this thing going and let's get it popping. There's Tim and them are doing their big thing at the Queen tonight. Matter of fact,
Okay.
So shout out to DJ Tim Dog, our intro and outro person. They're doing a big show at the Queen tonight with the WJVS radio, one of the only Black-owned radio stations here in Delaware. They're doing a big event over at the Queen tonight. Get over there and have a good time. You get there before 9. I think it's free, and then it's $10 afterwards. But they got a VIP special. If you pay $50, you get to eat all night long. That they have the food out, and then a 2-hour cash bar. No, free bar. It's open bar, I should say, for 2 hours. So not a bad thing. I'm trying to make up my mind if I'm going to slide through. What are you doing anything tonight?
So I'm not doing anything tonight, but tomorrow is swimming championships, and my son is for his 11 and 12 category. He's seated second in one of the events, and either fourth or fifth in another event. So I'm going to have to judge my tonight appropriately because I know I'm going to be out in the sun all day tomorrow.
well, I don't know. You could be, one of these sports. You might be sitting there draft night, and you never know. You might be the one on TV saying, "That's my son."
Hey,
hopefully. Yeah, there
Hey,
you go. There you go.
speak it into existence. I ain't mad at that.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Oh, we can't leave your daughter out because she's also athletic too. So
yeah, she is.
Yeah. So there you go.
We need both of them scholarships.
Yeah. There you go. Well, I know it's supposed to be a hot weekend too, so we gotta make sure that we drink plenty of fluids, people. Make sure you drinking your water and Gatorade and stuff like that because it's supposed to be another hot weekend. So just keep that in mind. It's been a hot week so far, so we got to make sure that when nobody's out there passing out, especially
right.
you, because I got to get a new partner then.
Yeah.
It'll be Newz and Trendz with Dave and Veronica or somebody.
Right.
So just make sure that you guys are taking good care of yourself out there in that heat. Okay. So what we're going to talk about tonight?
All right, so Dave, so tonight for our Friday weekend roundup, we're going to talk about what would be our favorite 5 reality TV shows that we would want to be in. So, I mean, of course, this can either be, because you love watching it, or you think you would be good in, let's say, whatever competition they compete in. Either or.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So, I mean, Dave,
this could be pretty interesting.
Yeah. So, Dave, I know you don't watch too much TV.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
So, you probably don't have a lot of reality shows.
I'm surprised you even know what a reality show is.
Dave, sometimes my life feels like a reality TV show. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's true, folks. Believe me, that's true.
So, but with that said, I'm going to let you kick it off, and we can just go one for one. Mine are in no particular order. Yours may be ordered or.
I always like to go from my least favorite to my favorite all the time. So I'm going to start with believe it or not, 90 Day Fiance.
Okay, I was not expecting that.
I know. I had to keep you on your toes. Now, the only reason I said that because I find all the situations really funny and interesting. I don't know how true half of this stuff is because, you read some after stories and, it looks like, oh, okay, maybe they were just putting on for the camera.
Right.
And I wonder how, so if they have a budget where they actually are sending you to meet these people or the people, where you ain't got paid to go there yourself, but, a lot of them act like they're paying all this money to go out to these places. But I just find it an interesting show because you always love the reactions of the people when they meet. And then, of course, they got 90 days to try to gel with each other to see if they're going to be able to get married or whatever their case may be. And sometimes it looks like everything's going smoothly, and then there's some kind of caveat that's thrown in there. So, but I think it would be pretty interesting to go on one of those shows just to see who it is I would match up with. What do you think
Okay.
about? What do you think about 90 Day Fiance?
I was just surprised to hear you say that one. Now, do you watch that show too?
Yeah, I watch it from time. I used to watch it a lot, but I still turn it on from time to time. I like the first group, the couple groups of people that they had because I thought they were funny as I don't know what the first couple. You had the delusional people that were getting catfished apparently,
Oh yeah.
and those type of things. So these new ones, some of them are interesting, some of them aren't. But I would make sure I was an interesting person on there. I would definitely make sure I was.
Okay. Are you the
Look at him, folks. He's trying to set me up here.
No. I'm just trying to clarify. Well, here, let me ask. Would
you hear that devilish laugh, y'all? Okay.
well, I just want to make sure I phrase all my questions appropriately.
Right. Okay.
If you were on 90 Day Fiance, would you be the one who is bringing the foreigner over to the United States, or do you think you would be open to moving to another country wherever your fiance is?
I am not going to no other country.
All right, so they got to come here.
I'll be like the movie that's going to come out. Nope.
Right.
That ain't going to happen. So, I can't see myself living outside the United States, man. There's some places that I would like to hang out in, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For like, have a home away from home, but I wouldn't live there, Nah, they definitely would have to come here.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But you didn't answer my question. What do you think about it?
What do I think about 90 Day Fiance?
Would you want to be on a show like that?
I would be open. It's a show I watched. It's not my top 5, but maybe potentially. I just know I just don't think I'd be the type of dater where I only see you once, like until they come over to meet. Cause some of them people say they're talking for like 2 years, 3 years.
I know. Yeah,
I just don't think I'm not the type to talk to somebody for 3 years long, long distance like that.
Yeah. Be horny as hell, right?
I mean,
I know. Because a lot of them, they be getting into them crazy conversations and everything. They be like, they finally meet and that's it, So
right.
Yeah, but okay, all right. So what's your show?
All right, so my first one, in no particular order, but this is one of my favorite shows to watch. Naked and Afraid. Have you ever seen that? No, you did.
Yes, I did because you mentioned this show before.
Yeah,
that, right?
No, I watch it because you never know when you're gonna be on vacation, and you gotta go swimming in the lake. Someone's gonna steal all your stuff, and you gotta be on that island having to survive for a couple of days.
That's because people steal your stuff.
Yep, on an island on vacation. Yes.
But isn't the purpose of the show to be naked and afraid?
Yeah. So for anyone who hasn't seen the show Naked and Afraid, basically what it is it's a 21-day challenge where for the average show they have one man and one female, and they drop them off on this island. They put them together. They have to remove all their clothes, so they're basically naked. So for 21 days, they are naked, trying to survive in some type of foreign territory. So they're battling heat, cold. They have to hunt their own food. They have to build their own shelter, make their own fire, all that. And if they survive 21 days, and this is the crazy part about it. They survive 21 days, they don't get a prize, they don't get any money. They get a personal survival level upgrade. So the whole thrill of it is, so like let's say Dave, you go on there, they may say, okay, Dave, you know how to fish, you know how to cook, you know how to make a fire. We're gonna give you a PSR, which is a personal something level of 5.0. So if you make it through the 21 days, or let's say you make it through 12 days, depending on how you did, they say, okay, Dave, you made it this far. Your PSR now went from a 5 to a 6, or they may say it went from a 5 to a 4, depending on how good or bad or how long you lasted. So that is the only reward from the show, having your personal PSR level go up or down. And I mean, there are a lot of people who don't make the 21 days, of course, because you're hungry, you're thirsty, you may get injured. And Dave, you want me to tell you what the worst part about being out there for 21 days is?
Go ahead.
The worst part, and this is just my opinion from all the episodes I've seen, the bugs. So sleeping at night, the mosquitoes, the ant, like all them, the gnats, the flies. I mean, sheesh, craziness.
Now, let me ask: is there any like sex and stuff going on during this time?
So I had that same question, and so I was reading somewhere, and it said that a lot of contestants. So I think there may have been one that's questionable, because this show been on for seasons after seasons. But one person said, on there, even though you're naked with somebody of the opposite sex, and some people are coming married, some people are coming single. I mean, coming as a married person or as a single person. But one of the things that they said was that, you're so tired, dirty, physically exhausted that the last thing you're thinking about is sex.
Okay, that makes
But
sense.
but with that said, I'm sure there's been that one or two people who came on and maybe the first day, they felt a little bit different, but
they got it in. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, potentially.
I am very aware of the show. I've never seen it because
Dave, you gotta
anything.
watch it.
No, because it ain't nothing. I'm look, Leonard. First of all, you already said you already turned me off because there's no monetary reward.
No, there's not.
Okay. So you just doing this just to be doing this?
Yeah.
For some kind of status?
Yeah.
No. I'm not doing that. And like I said, I can see the theme of tonight's show is going to be nope. So, all right. Well, I look forward to seeing you on that show one day, man.
Well, you me tell you what I always think about, and if you watch the show, there was a guy way back a long time ago. He said, Dave, there's going to be a time when you may learn one thing that you think is minuscule, but that one thing could end up saving your life. So with that being said, if you watch Naked and Afraid, you're going to learn some stuff whether you like it or not.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. And I will watch it when you go on there. I will. Okay. I do promise that. Okay.
All right.
So, just make sure you got the leaf in front of you at all times. So,
no, Dave, right. I'm full throttle.
Okay. All right. My next one, believe believe it or not, is American Idol.
Oh yeah, because you did say you were a singer. Okay.
Yeah, but not so much because of that. It's just the fact that, like, well, and I'm gonna say the early years, not so much now, but the early years, because this seemed like a fun show to go on, and just the competition and watching the reaction of the fans or whatever. They're the only show of all these singing competition shows that have actually made stars out of people. You
Mm-hmm.
know, even whether you finished with the top prize or whether you came in, you know, like a Jennifer Hudson in fifth, sixth place or someplace like that. They
Right.
still managed to make stars of people. I don't see that with The Voice or some of these other shows. The people that went on The Voice, you never hear from them again after they
Nah.
go on that show. So that's the reason that I would have loved to go on there with the original judges. Paula and all the rest of them. Randy Jackson and Simon Cowell, and I would have loved to go on there with those guys, because I would have just felt that it would have been cool, and we would have had it would have been a great experience. So no matter, all of those performance shows, I thought that was the best one by far. So that would be one that I would definitely want to do.
Okay. That definitely wouldn't be up my boat because I'm not singing.
So you would not do American Idol, huh?
Oh no, definitely not. In fact,
Was that stage fright, man?
No, not well. One, I know my singing ability, and it does not need to be displayed. And then
Okay.
two, to be honest, I was never a fan of American Idol. Like I never watched it, so you know.
All right. Too busy watching Naked and Afraid. That's the problem. So yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So my next show is The Amazing Race. Have you ever seen that show?
Okay. I know about the Amazing Race. Yes, I know about that show.
Yeah. So
all the different things they have to do. Yep.
Yeah. So I just like that competition factor. So basically anyone who has not seen Amazing Race, it's almost like a treasure hunt. And each episode, the team who gets to the finish line last gets eliminated. But I mean, Dave, I like it because they do a variety of stuff, and they're in a lot of different countries. So, to me, it just sounds fun. And, I always try to think of, I told myself I was trying to get my friend Ernie, because I was like, if I ever do Amazing Race, I'm going to hit up Ernie because he's still.
You think Ernie would do it?
Yeah, I think he would, because he's still fairly athletic, and he would definitely bring humor to the show. So
Ernie ever listened to the show?
Yeah, I think he said he listened once or twice.
Okay. Yeah. He needs to listen to this one so he can hear you talking about it.
Oh no. He already knows. In fact, when we get off here, I'm going to look and see when they have the next auditions, and if I can sign us up.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm going to go ahead and try it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. I definitely would tune in to see that too. Yeah. So,
okay.
I think Ernie would be all right. I don't know about you. Ernie. Look, you probably be behind Ernie. Let Ernie lead the way the whole time. So he's a big guy.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Yeah. Okay. That's that FAMU teamwork, huh?
It is.
Okay. All right. Okay. I hear you. All right. My next one would be a chance to get my Suave and Debonair on, or as they say in the hood, Debonair or Debonair on. I'm gonna come full throttle in The Bachelor. So that's what I would do.
Okay, I ain't mad.
Yeah, look, I want to step in the room and just have them, just like all this for me,
Right.
So little old me, so. But I would want to throw a little caveat in there and say I want to pick my own, people that I want in the room, in the house with me, So
hold on. So hold on. Are you trying to say you don't want 30 white women swooning around you? Crickets.
Look, you can get me started on something. I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick who I want there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You ain't getting me caught up in some mess there. But I would have fun doing that.
I bet you would. Hold on. Tell us about some of this fun you plan on having.
No, just talking and watching how the women are acting. Um, you know, I love the segments when they be sitting out there talking. Can I borrow him for a minute? They come and start talking and that type of thing, and then the other one coming. Oh, okay. Can I talk to him for a minute?
Right.
That type of thing, and you be like, no, go away. I want to talk to her some more. That type of thing. So I think it would be fun. I really would. You know, it looks like and they always seem to pick these when they do pick. They've had a couple of black guys now, right? What was it, two? Yeah. So,
Oh yeah.
but they always seem to be nerdy type guys, whatever. Let's have a real man on there. Let's get a big and sexy guy. Let's get a big and sexy guy on there. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I would do the Bachelor. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So my next one, and Dave, I don't think you watched this show. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Do you watch that?
That's Tommy's show, right?
No.
Oh no, that's the other one. Okay, that's
Yeah.
the other one. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen a couple of
them. Okay. So I don't really have a direct rhyme or reason to go on this show, but I just like the characters. I feel like it's and I mean, everyone said reality show is scripted. I'm not doubting it, but I just feel like they have a great storyline, and I literally, I literally wait for this show every week and watch it on demand if I miss it.
You watch like that?
Yeah, I do. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, I do.
Now, what is it that draws you to the show?
So for one, some of the characters in there are just funny, like hilarious, funny. Two, how you can watch a reality show and you can kind of put yourself in there and be like, hey, like I could see being friends with them, like they have personality types similar to people I would hang with. You know what I mean? Yes,
okay. All right. Yeah, it's an interesting show. I mean, the concept is pretty interesting. I don't know if I could do it, but I can see you doing it. So, but okay, all right. My second to the last one would be, believe it or not, Big Brother.
Okay.
Big Brother was kind of the show that kind of started everything, it was like at the boom of the whole reality thing. And it was just interesting to see all these different people in this house and how they related to each other. Sometimes there was some chess being played. Sometimes there was some checkers being played, So
right.
It was just interesting just seeing how people related to each other. And I could see myself back in my college days or something like that, doing something like that show, being on a show like that, it was a very interesting concept when they started it, and surprisingly, it was very popular and people really liked it, So
yeah,
and it still comes on, because how many seasons? It's been a lot of seasons of that show, right?
Yeah, a lot of seasons, and this season has the person from Delaware on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a black guy from Delaware who's on there this season.
Okay, I didn't know that. See, there you go.
And it ain't looking too good for him. The Court of Public Appeal ain't feeling him.
Oh, okay. Is he cocky or something, or is he?
So I haven't really watched it. So I mean, we'll talk offline, but yes.
Okay. Okay. Delaware not showing us in a favorable light.
Nah. Well, I
Okay.
mean, I don't think he's doing anything wrong, but some reality shows people just get, just whatever the public appeal of them isn't favorable, so they stay in a lot of people's mouths, basically.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, well, Big Brother. Like I said, it was definitely the show that kind of puts reality TV to the forefront. So yeah, I would do something like that. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to match you on that, Big Brother. That was also on my list too.
Oh,
And
really? Okay.
yeah, and
Okay.
I like Big Brother because, well, one, it just looks fun. So, Dave, right now, take me and put me in a house for like, well, never mind, maybe don't say I was gonna say, I was gonna say, it sounds fun. Take me, put me in a house with so many people for a month and let us just relax and whatever. But that's not really Big Brother. But I like it because one, there's a competitive, um, a competitive component to the show, which I would definitely be competitive. And then two, it's a lot of like social playing, social smarts where you have to make friends. You got to know what's going on. You got to watch your back. Um, yeah, and then plus the confessional. You get to say what you want to say, and
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, big, and to be honest, like I like watching Big Brother. So like, if I can catch it at the beginning of a season, you know, um, the last couple of years I haven't had time, but yep. Long story short, Big Brother, I would definitely go on that show.
Okay. All right. I concur with you. So we agree on one so far. Okay. Let's see if we can agree on our last
Doubt it.
one. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so either, but I'm going to throw mine out there now. Now, this has nothing to do with the host of the show because when you hear the show, when people say, you would go on that show knowing this person is this or this. No, this
You
has
want to
nothing to
go
do
on
with the
the
host.
you want to go on the Apprentice, don't you?
Yes, I would want to go on The Apprentice. Only because of the whole, using your brain, outsmarting people, the whole project management type thing, and being able to just maneuver in a way, because you're basically playing chess the whole time. If you're a
Yeah.
chess player, do you play chess?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Seem like you would be a chess player. Just seem like you would be. But yeah, I played chess over the years, and if you're a chess player, the whole thing is you can take it and liken it to The Apprentice, because basically you're trying to get these people to do what you need them to do, and you're acting like you're working with them, but the whole time you're trying to get ahead of them and win this game. And I just think that it was a very cool concept what they did. Even though they had number 45 as the host for a long time, and
Hmm.
and
What do you mean,
but
the only host?
well, no, he wasn't the only host. Remember, he
Oh,
left,
who else was that?
and they brought in why can't I think of who it was? The guy from The Price is Right, um, Drew Carey. Was it Drew Carey?
On
I think it
Apprentice?
was. Yeah, Donald Trump bowed out. Look at.
All right, let me Google.
Can you go on? Can you go on and check?
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's the right person. But they brought somebody in after that, and because Donald Trump slammed the guy and said that he was horrible. No, it was. Oh no, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's who it was. Arnold
Okay.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll go
Arnold
to
came
check.
in as the Donald Trump. Yeah, and of course Donald Trump had a problem with Arnold. He didn't want to say it to his face, of course, but
Mhm.
you know. So, but but yeah, long as Donald Trump wasn't the host of it, I would have liked to gone on there and just see how well I would have done on that show. You know,
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, I thought it was a cool show.
Okay.
So that's
And my last one is one that you never would have guessed. Supermarket Sweep. I love that show. I
is
still
that the one
watch.
with Guy Fieri?
I don't even know who it is. I just know
Okay.
you put me in there, I'm going to run my little cart around the supermarket, grab my my items, and hurry back. And
Well,
it's so crazy because so I think recently there was a season where Leslie Jones was a
yeah.
host. I don't know how long. And I got an
Oh, you know what? That was the show that she hosted. Yeah, that's the show that
yeah,
she hosted. Yeah.
and I got an email talking about, enter to, be a contestant, and I put all the information for me and my wife, but we didn't get chosen. So I had to keep my eye
So
out.
she
But
was gonna go. She likes it too.
she likes it enough, but you talk about what $50,000 prize. Hey, I'm putting my name down.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Don't let me see you guys on one of these reality shows, man.
Okay.
uh,
You never know.
you never know, huh? Yeah, that Leonard folks is, as you can see, you don't be surprised if you see Leonard on any of these shows he named, guys. So um, I know he wanted to say The Bachelor too, but he can't say that.
Nah,
So that's he can't say that one. So
the
but
the
anyway,
the the the
uh,
the Bachelor's just trouble.
well, I don't know. It's controlled chaos. That's what I think it is. Controlled chaos. So, but even still, it would be, all these shows that we named. Then, of course, there's so many. Notice we didn't get into any of the Housewives shows. We didn't get into
Hmm.
any of the love and hip hop shows because too much drama going on those shows. Uh, love and basketball. I mean, yeah, basketball wise. I'm talking about love and basketball.
Right.
Basketball wise, so these are some of the big popular shows, and of course the Kardashians. Can't be on the Kardashian show. So
No, so
no,
I'm good
no,
on
no,
that.
no, no. It's good on that. But yeah, you just heard our top 5 shows that we would like to be on. I know you guys probably have some shows that you guys would love to be on and do your thing with. So, let us know what you think about the shows that we chose and the shows that you would choose. Keep in mind, Leonard's probably going to be on some of those shows, so just make sure you look for him on one of those shows or 2 of those shows or
Yeah,
whatever.
we'll let
My
you know.
shows are just for talk. I would never go on any of these shows. Keep in mind. So.
Maybe. We
uh,
we still gotta get you on American Idol.
Oh yeah, okay. Allegedly, okay, like you like to say. So, but anyway, we want to thank you guys again for always tuning in and listening to our show, especially our weekend roundup. And this is really a reality show in itself, right here. So this weekend roundup and the news and trends with Dave and Lynn. So we have our little fun with everything. So thank you for taking the time to listen. Lynn, you got anything you want to say?
Yep, Dave, just on our way out, a little bit of trivia for you. What was the first reality show on TV?
First reality show on TV. Let's see. I think. Wait, first reality show. It wasn't Big Brother. Something was on before Big Brother. What was it? Huh. I don't know. Seemed like it's something I should know though. Was it a
Hold on, do
contestant
do hold on,
show?
do you know it or no?
No, wait, hold on. Was it a contestant show or was it like an individual? Oh, wait, hold on. Fear Factor.
Is that your final guess?
Yes.
The very first show was Candid Camera.
That wasn't no reality show.
All right, folks. Good night. We'll see you next week. Tune in next week with News and Trends with Dave and Lynn.
Oh man, maybe it might just be News and Trends with Dave next week. Good night, everybody.